Good morning, friends. Sat Sri Akal, Adab, Namaskar. Today's topic is going to be something which I incarnated for my fellow friends in these cantonments. I would call this video a Janam Patri video. Now, what would this Janam Patri mean? We all understand in India what a Janam Patri is. It is made on our birth and it remains, and we keep reading it during our good and bad days. So I have used this word Janam Patri for my fellow friends, and I request all my residents of these 57 plus 5 cantonments to make use of my knowledge and research and get their Janam Patris made. Now, how and why this idea came up to me? This idea actually, in the last 10-15 years, I have come across so many people, hundreds of people, who have shared their documents, who have actually shown me their documents. And I'm surprised. Some people have beautiful documents. They don't know how to use them. It is something like, you give me a AK-47 today, or you give me a tank to be run, and I don't know how to use it. So I must know the uses of these documents. Why in 1865 this document was there, or why in 1833 this register was made. So that's all. So I'll share what all documents were shared with me. I remember a bungalow owner, a colonel, he shared me his sale deed of 1865. It was done by the Secretary of State, Government of India. Now, that bungalow owner has been writing RTI letters under, provide me with my grant. And from 1865 to 2021, he is the original pedigree owner of the bungalow. Somebody showed me a grant register of 1845. And all sale deeds and grants were mentioned there. And very important, there was a word written that this grant was on fee simple. Now, what does this fee simple means? I had a friend or a bungalow owner only. He was little reluctant, but finally he showed me a house property register of 1833 of his bungalow, where it was written in column that he is the proprietor of the bungalow. Now, the word bungalow and house is a matter of dispute. He is using a word called bungalow. I am using a word called house, which is written in the GGOs. But how to use this register? How to use in 1833 the word proprietorship, or there was no act made to define this proprietorship. Now, where is this proprietorship to be defined from? That's the question. Somebody showed me his sale deeds from 1870 to 2021, that this is how A, B, C, D, the pedigrees have grown. And there are about 7-8 sale deeds during this period. And all of a sudden, somewhere the sale deed says that land belongs to government. There are many languages written in these sale deeds documents. Many people question me. Many people ask me, Das Sahab, there is something written like called apparent to, along with electric fittings, along with passages in gardens. Where are these all written? Because TP Act came in 1882. 1877, the Registration Act came. Now, how come these languages were written in sale deeds which were registered in 1840 or 1870? I have a bungalow owner, very well known to me. By the DC's order, by the court's order, a bungalow was auctioned, and he finally gave the highest bid, and he is the owner of the bungalow today. Now, does he get the land along with that auction? There are many bungalow owners who are sitting in a cantonment where mostly are vacuum properties of the 1957 order. Do they inherit those rights? Somebody said, Mr. Das, I have a vacuum certificate which says land along with building and freehold rights. Now, will he be able to use it? Now, if he is harping on that uses, now where is that notification of 1957? So there are so many things we need to understand. A bungalow owner shared me that his bungalow has been originally owned by a British lady in 1889, and she migrated in 1947 to England, and a will was made in England, which finally got a probate order and was upheld by the High Court of Allahabad, and the bungalow has been transferred to that bungalow, present bungalow owner. Now by will, by 1889 sale, does that bungalow become the government land? We were traveling to a cantonment. A bungalow owner shared a GLR with us of 1925 where the column of ownership was written disputed. Another bungalow owner bifurcated his property in two parts. A CBI court case and an inquiry was inducted. Finally, the civil court said, and the CBI endorsed an order that the department could not show us any grant where it was written that the bungalow could not be divided. I have been in touch with some people of some cantonments which say we come under the Schedule B list of the cantonments, which cantonments mean were never a part of the British regime, were originally by the native rulers only. So they harp on this that Mr. Das, we were never part of the cantonment, so GGO could not be implied on us. Accept it. Historical facts. How do we actually jumble up these historical facts? I simply say our fight has to begin in a reversal order, and that order is that the GLR of 1937 today says that you and me are old grant, HOR, and Government of India is the owner of the land. So in a reverse order from 1937 we have to fight. And these proprietor words, these sales from the Secretary of State, where it was written in Governor General orders that if Secretary of State sells a land or a building, when will it do it? With what rights will it do it? So friends, I know we all are very highly educated. I, prior to 2003, was not even knowing the spelling of cantonments. So I don't consider myself highly educated. I only say that 15 years of my knowledge, I want after COVID happening to me, there is no guarantee to life. Any virus, anything can hit you. So please make use of my knowledge. This is where I felt. Because if we wait for a day when finally a PP Act notice or a tax notice or a resumption notice or an unauthorized construction notice would come to us, and then we will start jumbling up or assembling these records, it would be very difficult for us. It will create a panic situation. So I would only say we mostly are educated subjectively. We need to be educated holistically. We need to know where the Governor General orders came from, what was the language being used, and where it came from England. Where is this word fee simple being used? Where is this in 1833 proprietorship word is being used? Sale deeds which have been saying along with passages. Why does he sell me a bungalow along with passages? He should just simply say of the today's TPA Act that he is selling me an immovable property. So friends, I request you, I am ready to make these Janampatris of your bungalows, of your properties in these cantonments in 57 specifically. Be honest, share with me all your documents, what I need to make this Janampatri. I need your date of birth, let the way say, while making a Janampatri. I need where were you born. No, I need you to share documents, your land records, any notices in your lifetime or predecessor's lifetime issued by the DOCO, any house tax receipt, any court orders, admission deeds after 1938 if given, your sale deeds of the 4 cut dates as late you could go till 1865, any house property registers or any land record registers in your custody, any notifications, any judgments in your cantonments for you or against you, but in your cantonment, may not be with me. Well, I must share it, I have a bank of about 8,000 judgments of these cantonments. Starting from 1865, Robinson Carey versus Secretary of State Barrackpur. So yet I feel I may be missing on some judgment, may be missing on some single line order by the High Court or the Supreme Court which has not been printed. So share these. Once these documents are with me, I shall make a brief for you which will be called the Janam Patri. And I will not make it oral, I will make it written, so that this evidence, you can always talk against me. You can always say, Mr. Das, you said this in my Janam Patri. Now why are you changing your footsteps? So I will make a brief with the GGOs, with the books in my hands, with the notifications in my hand. I will jumble them up, I will make an extract, and this extract will be given to you. So this will be kind of your Janam Patri, keep it. Once this is made, I can guarantee you that when knowledge comes, our excitement, our anger, our fears go away. Our relations with the department, DOCOs will mature up to a better thing. We will not envy if a bungalow owner in our vicinity or a resident in our vicinity in the civil area is able to do something. We will also be able to do it. So knowledge is always, which is very important for everybody. So friends, give me this opportunity. I'm asking for this because in turn I'm saying use me. Friends, we all have seen dustbins. What is written on a dustbin? Did we ever try and read it? It is written, use me. A dustbin never says, don't use me. So consider me anything, but consider me that you have to use me. Let this trust develop into each other. I have already made Janam Patris for n number of bungalow owners and residents. And I am helping them. And I want to help every bungalow owner. We are just 2,900 some grants left. If you combine the civil area, we may be about 16,000 grants now as per the SK Bose committee report. So, and people who are on leases, they don't even know that these leases came up in 1899, 1912. So prior to that, what was their bungalow or their grant? Were there a grant? So please, let's make use of all this and get this Janam Patri made. Thank you. Good day.